What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck. And today we're talking about the one and only Dillon Brooks. I like Dillon Brooks, man. Y'all let my boy make it. But before we get into this conversation about this man stating that he's the best defender in the NBA, I want you guys to do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. And also hit the notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my media coverage. Now, you guys know how Dillon Brooks be rolling out here in these streets. This is a guy who is fearless. Let me tell you guys something. I like Dillon Brooks. You know why? Because he doesn't care about the typical NBA standard. He don't care about being accepted. He goes at y'all GOAT LeBron James. That's one of the main reasons I like him, because LeBron James was so mad that this guy had the mitigal, as Stephen A. Smith says, to go at him, that he was in disbelief. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron James let his little beehive, because LeBron James be moving like Beyonce. He let his beehive attack this man, Dillon Brooks, and pretty much try to shame this man. Then the Memphis Grizzlies did this man even worse by cutting this man as if Ja Morant went everywhere with a pistol in his hand, like it's his fault. So I'm gonna tell you guys, that's one reason that I'm rooting for Dillon Brooks, because to me he has an underdog story and an underdog mentality. He goes against the grain. So what? I'm like that. I don't believe in everything that everybody else believes in. I don't think that I should be a certain way because the standard is a certain way. I can only be me. And that's why I applaud Dillon Brooks, because he is himself. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I really don't like a lot of people in the league. I really do feel like I'm the best. I really do feel like LeBron is old. Okay, damn, y'all gonna hang the man because he said LeBron is old? Skip Bayless said it every day. And y'all don't say nothing to this man. But when a brother said to another brother, see what I'm saying? Like Kwame Brown say, man, they get the narratives out there and we turn against each other. You know what I'm saying? But Dillon Brooks, you got a fan in me, because I like the way you roll, man. I like anybody who is themselves, and anybody who isn't afraid to be a man or a woman. I understand that he over there in Canada and stuff. And I saw where he was getting booed and stuff like that, man. He blowing kisses to the crowd. But I respect that, and I like that, because he's embracing like who he is. You know what? This is who I am. And at the end of the day, I don't feel like I should bow down nor submit to anybody, right? So it says here from SI.com, over the past year, Dillon Brooks has gained notoriety for his antics on the court as one of the NBA's biggest pests. This is in large due to the defensive intensity, as the 27-year-old played his way into tough assignments on the defensive end of the court. Okay. As a result, Brooks is often mentioned as one of the best defenders in the league. Now, I'm gonna stop right here to say that I do agree with that. I do agree that Dillon Brooks is one of the best defensive players in the league. Now, he went out on a limb and said he's the best. You know what I'm saying? You got the Draymond Greens of the world who really, I'm not gonna say he's the best defensive player, but his antics just make him stand out. And I got to give Monkey Man that. I'll give him that. Then you got Marcus Smart. You got the guy Darren Jackson, who was just on this team with him. You got a lot of guys in the league who you know what I'm saying, who know how to stick it to you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say he's the best, but I do think that he's up there. I think that he's one of the top talents in the league as far as a defender. And I don't feel bad at all for saying that. So anyway, it says, but while playing for Team Canada at the FIBA World Cup, the veteran said he believes he is the sole best defender in the league and the world right now. That's right, Dillon Brooks. Now, what's wrong with this man standing on all his morals, believing that he's the best he can be? You know what I'm saying? Y'all did the same thing to LeVar Ball for saying that about his boys. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you're supposed to tell yourself. You're supposed to tell yourself you're the best. You're not supposed to just stand up on the middle of the stage and say, well, I can't compete with these guys because they better than me. What type of man would respect himself or disrespect himself like that to even do something like that? You know what I mean? I think that Dillon Brooks is one of the best defenders in the world. I like the way this guy rolls. I like his mentality. I like his makeup. I can't wait to see him against LeBron again, and I also can't wait to see him against the Grizzlies again. I think it's going to be a good game, and I think that Dillon Brooks is a good person. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he gets teased. He gets, taunted a lot. You know what I'm saying? They making memes about him, saying he was going to go to China and all this and that, man. I just really feel bad for how the organization did this man at the end of the day, because we all know that the Memphis Grizzlies had a much more bigger problem than Dillon Brooks. Okay, everybody knows exactly what I mean. They used this man as a scapegoat. Not only was the world beating him down, the team let him go, cut him, and put out a statement that said that we do not plan to, have Dillon Brooks return. You know how embarrassing that is, how shameful it is after all this man gave to y'all. Man, I'm rooting for this cat, and I think Dillon Brooks gonna turn up this year. I really do, right? I think he gonna do his thing. It goes on to say that I feel like I bring a different type of defense with my IQ and how physical I play and how disciplined I am on the floor, right? Y'all don't say nothing about Draymond Green when he make these foolish ass statements. I think Dillon Brooks is an overall better player than Draymond Green. Draymond Green just foul you and beat you up. This guy here actually scores. He got a little fluky shot, but this guy actually be scoring the basketball. So I think that this guy is an overall better defender and offensive player than Draymond Green. I just think that he was going back and forth with himself because he was so confident in himself that, he stepped out on the limb. He challenged LeBron James. But when you challenge LeBron James, it's not LeBron James that you're scared of. It's really just the world and his fan base. They keep antagonizing you, making you feel like you stupid, that you shouldn't have said something like that. When in totality, you really do believe that, you believe that you the best in the world. And if there's anybody coming across this video who disagree with me, I dare you to measure yourself against another man and say that another man is better than you. I would love for you guys to come in the comment section and say that. You're not going to say it. You know why? Who would openly admit that? And if you openly admit that, man, you're going to get your ass flamed so bad, everybody going to talk about you. Because everybody going to say the same thing I'm saying. How could you say that about another man? I don't give a damn how good you are at anything you do. I can't say you the best. I can't say you better than me. Well, it depends. If I'm in that field with you, then I can't say it. But if I'm in a completely different field, like if I'm a golfer and you a hooper, then I'll just say, yeah, you are. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But, man, Dillon Brooks doing his thing out here, man. Y'all ease up off the man. Let the man make it, man. And I'm just happy that this man, he under Ime Udoka. I'm glad he's under him because he's going to allow Dillon Brooks to be himself. I guarantee you he saw the same thing in Dillon Brooks that I saw in Dillon Brooks, which is this guy actually is a pretty good talent. You know what I'm saying? He just needs to be in a situation in a different team where he can be free. And it goes on to say right here that despite Brooks' antics to end last season, which included him provoking LeBron James during the Grizzlies' first round loss to the Lakers, which y'all act like that is one of the 7 deadliest sins, one of the 10 commandments that shall not be broken to go against LeBron. It goes on to say the guard earned a 4-year, $80 million deal with the Rockets in the offseason. I'm happy for this man. I'm very, very happy that this man still struck out and got him a nice little $80 million deal. 4 years, that's $20 million a year. Man, that's a lot of good money. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention all the stuff he's already made, prior. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really happy for this guy. Brooks plans on bringing his defensive mindset to a young Rocket team that is looking to make a giant leap next year. I have my ups and downs with it, but I could touch young guys, Brooks said. Houston was a great offensive team. They just needed more on the defensive end, and I agree. Because while they have their raw talent and that boy over there leaping out the gym and getting humped on by another man in the dorm room, they did need some defense. You know what I'm saying? And I think they got the right guy. So that's pretty much how I feel about it, man. You guys let me know what y'all think about it, man. I think that Dillon Brooks is going to do his thing over there, man. I really do like the fit, and I think he got something to prove. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Like always, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.